They were trapped.
We're brothers.
You can't say that.
That's what you reminded me of. That's what you reminded me.
We're happy and we're singing and we're color. Give me a high five. That's the bumper.
Not cool.
Got a lighter? Oh, I got one. All right, let's just jump into it. My name's Cliff.
Hi, Max.
I'm Brian.
And this is Higher Education's podcast. We talk about all the stuff that goes down on the timeline, and then we look over here and check our volumes, and of course it's going to be lower when we're not facing the mic.
Of course it is.
100%.
So what's going on, guys?
Wait, am I 2?
No, you're 3.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's why it's so low.
No, you're 2.
Am I 2?
Yeah, you're 2.
Okay. Yeah, you can hear me.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Yeah, I'm 2.
Let's get this blunt lighted. All right, so before we start...
Light it.
Let's get this blunt lit. Shut up.
Go back to school.
So before we start, I want to talk about a little personal experience I had. You know, I like to come on this podcast and critique celebrities on how to be in public. And when celebrities fuck up and they don't apologize and they don't double down, what do? We come on this podcast and we talk about it.
Make fun of them. Go ahead.
Go
on.
I had my own double down moment.
Oh, shit.
I made a joke that was in poor taste. A friend called me up.
You know what he's talking about?
I don't think so.
So, for those of you who don't know, Brian, so what happened on Sunday?
Nigga,
If
get
football-
to the point.
We're going to do a whole build-up of it.
Get to the point.
So we're going to do a whole build-up of it. So what happened on Sunday, football, Eagles played the Cowboys.
Look.
Cowgirls. That makes you feel better.
Look, okay. We got our asses whooped. Look, we got our asses whooped on Sunday. Pretty badly.
It happens. I say that.
From time to time, unfortunately, it does.
Not yet for us this year, but it happens.
Shut the fuck up, CJ. I'm gonna say it into the mic so I know you can hear me.
I heard you.
Shut the fuck up.
And then see.
So yeah,
I'm not mad about it, dude.
I'm saying, let me set the scene. You're not mad about it, but I came to the conclusion that Jamie said it was fine, you said it was fine, Brendan said it was fine.
Even Sam said it was fine.
It really is. People are going to be upset about something, and I posted something that's like a taboo. It's not like I was just like a bad joke, and then it was like, oh, all right, no one found it funny. Some people found it funny, some people didn't, but it was the fact that it was a tasteless joke that, like, even I sat back and I was like, why was that funny for me? Because I'm shitting on the Eagles fans. That's why it's funny for me. And really, that's not a humor.
That wasn't it, though, was it? Was it just that part? Because, I mean...
What else is funny about that?
The suicide part. I mean, we joke about suicide all the time.
Alright, can somebody please tell me the fucking joke? So I'm not fucking...
CJ posted a meme.
Yeah, so here, I was going to say, I'm setting the scene.
Stop setting the scene!
I'm saying, if we just don't go on tangents, let me set the scene.
Go ahead.
Let me set the scene. So yeah, Eagles lose. I go in the Eagles subreddit because I'm petty.
As we all are.
And I see someone make a joke and it's like, I got room for 6. We're driving out the Ben Franklin Bridge. Who's coming? And someone else is like, can you drive down to Virginia and scoop me? And I thought that was funny. So
nigga, just pick me up on 52nd. I'm right there.
So I saw another post on Facebook, and it was basically like, our friend posted it, and it was just like, I should have killed myself last week. So I quoted that.
Hold up.
And I wrote.
Who said that?
So I don't know who said it, but Mike Bostel shared it.
Oh, okay.
So it literally was just some random person's status.
But that makes it funnier though.
And then the comments under that were like, "Nigga, don't." Like, okay. So that was a serious thing. But then Mike Bostel sharing it.
Mike takes the humor and like elevates it to like 1,000.
It literally was just the post. He didn't comment anything on it. He literally just shared the post. So I saw
no. But like, it's because like you know who he is as a person, and
he's an edgelord.
Yeah.
So his content is edgy.
Right.
So I wouldn't share that by itself, but I saw an opportunity, so I put, Eagles fans right now.
I can't even look at you.
That's not tasteless at all.
That's what I said.
Because here's my thing.
But
that is true. That was an Eagles fan.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Who made a statement.
I was deaf trying to kill myself.
Okay, so what I correlated was, these Eagle fans in this Reddit comment were saying this. So that's how Eagles fans feel. So I'm going to post it here. But also not realizing that, like, Ben came in the comments and he was like, sometimes you just take jokes too far. And I was like, nah, you just butthurt.
He's soft as shit. He's soft because he's like, not only.
Not helping my cause. You are brilliantly helping my cause, but you're not helping my apology.
Not only did the Eagles lose, but now I gotta sit here and contemplate whether or not
it was the fact
was
that Doug Peterson guaranteed a win and then lost by 27.
Ben's gonna defriend us.
I know. I apologize. And here's what I said. I understand that sometimes it may be like certain things. Like I could have found a different way to joke about it.
Like imagine if you, because imagine if the Giants just bent over the Patriots, like ended their streak. I don't know when they're gonna meet them. When
like
they're gonna
they did in that Super Bowl.
All I'm saying
Manningham
is because like
the
they're
ball
undefeated right now.
Why are you trying to fight on a podcast?
I'm just saying. I'm
not saying all that.
I'm just saying.
A regular season loss.
I'm just saying.
A regular season loss.
Hey, can we talk about 16-0 to 16-1?
All right.
No, I'm sorry.
There's been higher education.
You shitting on the Eagles, man. I got to, man. I had to. I love that he picked I love that he picked the Giants too. That was just a perfect setup.
Well, anyway, what I was saying was, I deserve this. and if Ben made a joke where he's like, "Oh, Pats fans," and you came at him like, "Oh, you take the joke too far."
Here's the thing, though. I feel like
no, that's 100% right now.
I feel like from Ben's stance, he probably wouldn't have made that same joke, just because. At least here's my point of view: is I can tell so many other jokes, and I sat back and I was like, you know what? What was the joke here? What did I find funny? It was funny to me because of the context that I had. Right. But like Eddie was saying, and Eddie said something too that like kind of like, because he was like, I don't want to say being annoying, but persistent. And he was like, the only reason I'm hammering this on is because you're my friend. Is. Yeah. And I want you to understand this because I know you're coming from a logical place. And it's just that I wouldn't want someone else to share this and be like, oh, look at this person, look ignorant.
And not be able to see like the drawbacks of it.
Yeah, because the whole time I was just doubling down. Like as soon as Ben said something, I was like, "Yo, Jamie, blah blah blah," and Jamie was like, "Nah, yeah." And so I was like, "But
it was because of the fact that it was directed at Eagles fans, and that's the part."
Granted, I showed it to all Eagles fans, but I apologize.
Yeah, no.
I will not share jokes like that again because I have a million other ways to be funny. I will do better. Eagles also do better.
I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap you, right? You're talking about fighting. We about to throw hands, cuz.
MVP, talk to the coach.
I know, man. You and I had this conversation before the fucking game started.
I'm showing off for the camera.
I'm like, I was pissed at Doug, man. I was like full on pissed at him.
I knew you were because you were like, I gotta actually watch this, and I was like,
yeah. I did not care about fantasy this week. Like my teams both sucked ass.
I'm so sorry too because you said that and immediately 2 fumbles and I was like, "This was."
Oh my gosh, dude! We're watching it in the first quarter, man. Like, in the first fucking quarter, yo, it was ass.
Turnovers happen, mistakes happen all the time. If the defense holds them to 2 field goals, it's a 6-0 lead.
But they did
here's
it.
The thing: you can't really ask like
it's a double-edged sword because the defense letting up 2 touchdowns like that is so demoralizing for the offense.
Exactly.
But on the other side of the ball,
that nigga didn't catch the ball.
No, we're not even there yet.
It's demoralizing.
But on the other side, that's what I'm saying. The other side of the ball, if your offense gives it up twice,
my offense is already throwing it away, so I have to work twice.
What are you supposed to do as defense? Yeah.
Nothing.
So it really sucks. It's demoralizing on both sides.
You're like, nigga, I can't score. I mean, I can, but it's like
now on to Aguilar. I'm sorry. You say your point because I know you want to talk about that.
It's just like the sides of it being
not catching babies.
Like he was catching them.
I'm like Aguilar.
That nigga was a fortune teller and shit.
Yo, can we get that nigga?
He's a friend of the podcast.
Can you?
No, I can't.
It's just like when you look at the scoreboard and you're like, the offense is like, fuck, I can't take away the points that they have. And then the defense is like, shit, I can't add points onto my fucking score. Like, we so many down right now.
That's actually been the biggest problem with the Bears defense because the Bears defense is dirty. But they're like, All right, nigga, a quarterback can't score
sucks.
touchdowns.
Trubisky
So how
fucking
many fucking
sucks,
times
dude.
can we hold the opponent to 10 points? We can't fucking score unless we get a pick.
Nope.
And unless we're playing fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick, we only get one of those a game, maybe.
I mean, Aaron Donald.
What's up?
Said Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald actually, the Pats, I don't actually want to turn this into a football breakdown, but the Pats laid out the game plan to beat the Rams, and one of them is just double Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald usually was already double, but just double
Sam
Aaron
Darnold.
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
My bad.
You did that earlier,
I was like,
too.
I was like, wait. Aaron didn't throw 4 interceptions.
Sam Darnold did.
Sam threw 4 interceptions.
Wait, what about Sam?
Yeah, you said something about like shitty quarterbacks or something like that.
So
or
the Bears can
interceptions.
the Bears can only score.
Yeah, interceptions.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Sam
like,
Darnold threw 4.
yeah. You said Ryan Fitzpatrick. I'm like,
This nigga was
Sam
see it
Darnold.
goes. Wait, I actually paused in the podcast.
Fuck,
I need to show you these memes. I was gonna make a meme of Sam Darnold's face.
He was so broken.
I was gonna make a meme of Sam Darnold's face on Danny Phantom's body, and it's gonna be, I'm seeing ghost.
That's not right.
I know it's not, but
He's still young.
from the Kid Cudi album.
Oh my god.
Why is that mean?
Oh my god.
This is what he was seeing on the field.
Oh my god.
Go back to
Wait.
Just see it.
Just oh my gosh, there's so many. I was like, wait, is that a crowd of people?
We gotta put all these memes like at the bottom of the screen real quick.
It's like,
You gotta post a couple of them, fam.
bro, they got Bill Belichick. There was a point in the game, Bill. All right, so I found out. We can go back in. We have a play for false start. We have a play for a false start.
Everyone does.
We false started. Just
Wait, your team?
Yes.
For your team? Oh,
Yes.
Everyone doesn't have that.
No.
Everyone doesn't have that.
There's no game plan to go off sides.
No, what the fuck?
So we false started just to kill clock, and we kept trying to do it. And Adam Gase, the coach for the Jets, just kept declining.
What a dick.
Bill was like, "Nigga, take
the yards. Take the yards.
Bill was like, "Could I do this for 10 minutes and kill the game?" They got this nigga to smile.
Because he realized he's
That
like,
was hype. He was beating the shit out of the Jets.
You wouldn't get this.
Everybody found out.
You wouldn't get it, but it's Blake Bortles.
You don't follow Blake Bortles like that.
He just beat their hell out of interceptions.
I don't get it because I don't watch sports.
So, yeah, fuck the Jets. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. Well, fuck the Jets. I mean, fuck the Patriots for being real.
Someone said being a Patriots fan is worse than being a Trump supporter, and I was like, square up.
Oh, so I found out.
I was like, square up right now.
There's a guy called Joey.
Let me tell you about my UGG boots real quick.
There's a guy called Joey Salads who's like he used to be a Viner. He just announced his candidacy for running for House of Representatives for Staten Island. He is the only pro-Trump person running in Staten Island.
Get this nigga out of here. They're about to be like, hey.
I saw that tweet, and then right below it, somebody replied, and it was like, what's going to be your campaign picture? Is it going to be you in a MAGA hat with a Nazi armband, or you pissing into your own mouth? And it was like 2 screen caps of like videos.
Please be the second one.
Yeah, Google search it.
What's this nigga called?
Joey Salads.
Joey Salads. Hey, I work there. Move your head.
Move my head, nigga.
Yes.
Joey!
You see his face. Clean it up. Go up. You see his face. No, go on. Scroll up. Oh, you rather see this? Scroll up.
I'd honestly rather see this than something pissing in his mouth.
No.
That was gross. It's dripping from his chin. All right.
Now look up the picture of him in the MAGA hat with the.
We just watched.
Why didn't we do that first?
We just watched the dude.
You chose
pee
the
in his
bad
own
option
mouth.
on Reddit 50/50.
It was pretty gross, but hilarious.
I'd rather look at dicks on Reddit.
Wait, Seth Rogen did that shit, and this is the end.
That was
a movie. That's
That was
a whole,
great.
That's a whole his real dick.
Yeah, what? That was gross. I want to die.
My favorite part is a dude in the background going,
Joey! Don't say my name! No, don't shit in the water, Joey! Joey! Sassy's like, what the fuck is wrong with you all? What's up, dog?
Something really cool going on in Philly that I actually might go check out. 76ers beat the Celtics.
Yes. Yes.
My teams, I bleed. Just like America, red, white, and blue. Any other colors are bullshit, really.
How about you shut
fuck
the fuck
green,
up?
right?
All
Fuck,
right.
fuck the Celtics. Fuck the Celtics.
Fuck the Celtics.
Right,
yes. Fuck the Celtics.
Yeah.
Not fuck green, though.
You know me too well. You know me very well.
What about orange?
What?
What about orange?
I mean, I like hockey. Hockey, they be hitting.
You're
Yo,
Broncos fan.
NHL
that was
15
punny.
is lit. What? It wasn't on purpose. What would you say?
Shit,
Who said something?
Hockey's nice to be. They be hitting. What'd you say?
Yeah, what's the pun? That's what I said. I don't know, man.
You know, in hockey,
They hitting hockey?
they be hitting.
That's literally what I meant, though.
I almost don't feel like that's a normal statement to not have been a pun. I'm trying to see the normality and be like, yeah, they be hitting.
No, I get like it hits.
I was
Like
like
that slaps, but that's not what I meant, though. No,
Dude, these gotta be. You can't be doing this stuff.
come on, you telling me you don't know shit about hockey, fam?
Stop.
You lying, son.
Be like, oh, it checks out.
Oh, it checks out. Yeah. Does it? Does it check out?
icing. I told you I played NHL.
That's the icing on the cake.
I know rules. I know rules in hockey.
I'm done with
nigga.
you.
I know the puck can't go past the blue line.
Yeah.
That has to be the first to go across the blue
You
line.
know that they do slap shots. You know that they literally hit each other.
That's button masher for me.
But
You gotta know the rules because you run up to the court and you pass the blue line, but there's like three niggas and it's like offsides. And
I
you
take
like,
it back. I take it back. He wasn't making those hockey pucks. He just called it a court.
You said red.
Did I say court?
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't making puns. I swear to God. Anyway, something cool is happening.
I mean, I can't tell.
At the
Can't have a
Franklin
1-on-3.
All right, what are they doing at the Franklin Institute?
Yeah, what happened? What
1-on-3.
happened?
So they have like a worst case scenario
Ah.
type situation.
Oh, I
going
think
on.
I was seeing this on Snapchat.
Yeah, I want to go do it.
What's
It's
up?
like it's
What's
like
up?
$20, but I might. All right, so
Is it like a haunted John?
No.
No,
It's like
okay,
a,
yeah.
like a.
So getting caught in an
climate
avalanche, walking across the top of a moving train, climbing a wall to escape rising floodwaters. These are all part of the worst case scenario survival experiences. So it's gonna open on Saturday. Whenever I read this,
due to
I don't know when I wrote this.
apocalyptic, like climate change and things like that.
Like
Not
all
even,
types
like,
of scenarios you can think about.
Isn't that fucked up?
No,
But,
it
like,
teaches you
cool?
Teaches
Yeah,
you
it's
for
fucking
survival.
cool, but it's fucked up. Yeah, at
It's
the same
fucked up
time.
if you can't handle it.
No,
But,
it's fucked up that we have to go
It's
through
fucked
this.
up
That's
that
like saying,
that's
like
that.
saying, imagine you
That's
had
the
to go-
normal. It's a normal ass thing to do now.
Imagine.
It's always,
Imagine.
wait. It's always a normal thing. Natural disasters happen all the time.
I feel like it's a
it's
heightened
frequently
thing.
now.
I feel like it's a more heightened thing due to climate change.
Literally, at
Yeah.
one point, a meteor came and just blew us up. That's a natural disaster.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
not
can't
saying
plan
natural
to
disasters
prepare
don't
for that.
happen.
But,
Yeah.
like these ones kind of seem targeted, especially things about like floods.
Yeah, floods happen all the time.
Yes, but floods increasingly happen due to
Climate
weather
change.
and
I mean,
climate
yeah,
change.
but
Yeah.
things like floods,
I
hurricanes,
don't know.
tornadoes, volcanoes, forest fires. These are things that naturally happen. Yes, they're happening more, but they've always happened. Pompeii, like natural disasters, the Mount Washington. I just think it's cool because it's like the Earth is gonna do these things anyway, and now that it's happening more, like you guys are saying, why not be prepared for it? But it's not like these things never happened. It's just that they are happening at more rate. Like I said, forest fires, for example. Forest fires are actually a part of nature. Mm-hmm. It's just the fact that we built here, and then we're like, hey, we don't want this fire to happen here, so we don't have fires happen here. And then there's a bunch of dead brush, and then forest fire happens, and there's a bunch of kindling.
Right.
Well,
So-
I mean, it's not just that too. It's
And then that was very simplified. I know it's not.
I was about to say, well, no, because the forest fires
How
are not
fast I was
happening at a natural rate. They're happening at an increased rate due to the fact that humans are causing fires. They're not naturally happening fires.
Too. And then I even read about one of Australia's biggest wildfires, and they kind of know what happened, but they really don't. It's just multiple spots started by either people or just it was just so hot that, or I think one electric line
Once one
sparked it.
starts up, you know, it's.
But yeah, I think it's cool. I don't think it's fucked up because I mean, it's kind of fucked up.
I don't know. No, I still think it's
like, what if
cool.
you had like a school shooter fucking like.
That's fucked up though.
See?
It's
'cause
fucked
school
up,
shooter, that's not
but
a
it's
natural
necessary.
disaster.
But
A
it's-
school shooter is not a natural disaster though. It's just a nigga
Yeah.
with the gun.
But it's like it's something that you got to plan for.
I love this docket. All right.
What happened?
But I said I love this docket. So next on the docket, You know what? I'll flip these around. So this way it works. Speaking of school shooters, do you guys hear about the Oregon coach who disarmed that kid?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know he was an ex-Eagles trainer?
Yeah.
Or ex-Eagles coach?
No, I did not.
So,
I did not.
be
I
the
knew he was an
49ers
ex-tight
coach,
end,
too.
right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't know that.
He used to.
Yeah, he used to
he
play-
I didn't know
play in
either of those
college.
things.
Yeah, he used to.
Of course he did if he was coaching. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to play college, play college ball somewhere. I didn't read too much into it, but
He was a coach, and then he turned down a position to be a coach again when a buddy of his overdosed and died from drugs, and then he took a job up teaching to be whatever to give back to the community. And he wasn't just a teacher; he was also a security guard for the school as well.
Nice.
He was a security officer for the school.
Well, if you guys haven't seen the video, because I know we have, basically this teacher disarmed a kid. In the video, you see him pass the gun out to another teacher, and then they come out and this nigga embraced him. And
I was gonna say that white ass teacher did not know how to handle it.
no, she was like, "Oh my god!"
They were like, "What is this?"
This nigga has a gun. Just go like this.
nigga
Don't
was
pick
just
on
like,
the
"Yo,
trigger.
Just hold
Take
it
this
by the
shit.
thing and walk away. I just don't want him to have it and see it and think about
But
it.
so,
I actually haven't even seen the video.
Oh, here, watch it.
Hmm.
so there was positive public reaction, but public reaction is different from Twitter reaction.
Yeah.
Because Twitter was like, "Oh well, he's not a hero. The kid was only gonna go there and shoot himself." And I'm like, sometimes I hate having Twitter low key. Twitter just be too raw.
Yeah,
That's not how. That's
sometimes
not, shut the
people
fuck
are
up.
just sometimes people
why
are
do you
idiots.
think
Yeah.
that's the case.
Why does that? What?
Because here's the thing: one of two
I
things.
mean, I could believe that's the case.
I don't believe that's the case at all. Two things.
I feel like he was about. I think there was only one bullet in the gun too. Like he's about to go out.
I mean, maybe if that was the case, if there was only one bullet in the gun, I'll give you that.
And it had he wrote on it goodbye, or I don't even want to make a joke, but he wrote on it. That's what his prosecutor said, that there was one bullet and he wrote on it and it was supposed to be for him. And that's why it seems like in that video too, people are running away and he's just going to a secluded classroom. I don't know if there are people in the classroom because I didn't really read the article like that.
Well, I'm saying I think honestly the students running away was probably they just saw the dude with the gun. It was just like, oh, you know,
don't really have it hidden. You can't walk into a school nowadays with your jacket like that.
No, he had it hidden, but it was just basically I think what it was.
He's walking with a big ass jaw like this.
No, he made it into the school 100%. It's when he was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. The second that happened, the dude walks in right behind him. And you can see him kind of panic and be like, and then he looks around.
You saying the footage of the kids running is after that?
Yeah, it's right when he takes the gun
Fuck
from
the
him.
news. They staged that shit like it happened to
Because
him.
I think what ended up happening is he ends up walking through that first door and he sees that there's kids there and he's like, oh, I can't go that way. And he walks back, and then when he walks back, he sees the other guy walking right in after him, and he goes to the other door and he goes, and then when he says, he saw the look in his face, and then he saw the panic, and then he investigated it as opposed to just being like, oh, whatever. Yeah. And that's when he saw the gun, and then the other kids saw the gun, and then the kids ran, and then they saw the gun when he handed it to the other teacher. I don't think it was pointing it around.
And you get your gun. All right, I said I wouldn't make any jokes.
No.
But no, if he had one bullet, then that makes a case for it. But in the same aspect, if he planned on shooting people or something like that, and this is the outcome of what happened, I could see him being like, oh, I didn't plan on killing anybody else. It was just, I just wanted to scare people, and then I wanted to kill myself.
I think either way, shouts out to dude for
shout out to dude
for helping him out in that situation.
Give him some love as
shout out
opposed
to
to just
Keenan Lowe.
wrestling him to the ground. And being
shout out to Keenan Lowe.
That was Instagram and shit. All right, so speaking of people who used to be in ties with
fuck was that? What was that?
There go his Instagram and shit.
Oh.
Are you gonna add his Instagram in, but we'll put the clip of him being a hero? I see how it is. You lazy.
So speaking of people who used to have ties to the Eagles, I want to talk about Brian Westbrook. You know Brian Westbrook?
I do.
He in the club?
So, he was saying some words about the team. He's in the club.
You asked me if I knew him. I felt targeted.
Why'd you feel targeted?
Because we have the same fucking
You
name.
know I know who he is.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's the fucking number 36. He was the running back for the Eagles
Damn,
for
you know his
a
number?
really long time. He played when fucking McNabb played all the way through to fucking Vic, all the way through.
I know he's an Eagles player.
And then he got
I thought
traded.
he was a D-back until... Nigga, I'm not an Eagles fan.
running back.
I'm not an Eagles fan.
I knew this
He
nigga.
might have not been a running back. He could have been like a halfback or a fullback.
All right, so
he's a
hold on. Story
So
time.
he was-
Story
You
time.
might not be a Chargers fan.
Story time.
What's up?
Brian Brian Dawkins, number 20.
No, you dudes know how. I don't know if I ever like told you all this, but like when I was younger, I used to ride horses, and obviously in the middle of DC, there's not too many fucking farms around. So you go to, someplace that's like some sort secluded, Maryland, Virginia, and you go to someone else's farm. The person that owned that farm was Brian Westbrook. So I've met this nigga like a couple of times. He's seen me run, like he's seen me jump a couple times, and yeah.
Nigga, you ain't get scouted? Well, how old are you?
I was on a horse.
It wasn't there. Hey, look, I can jump. Brian Westbrook, look at me. I can jump.
What round that horse going? That horse was like a second round pick.
It was like a.
I was expecting.
You said my.
I was expecting like little 10-year-old ex like, hey, Brian Dawkins.
I thought you were like, all right, then we finished.
Brian Westbrook.
What are these kids made of? I think it's just mini combine. All right, run this 10-yard dash.
I was like, at first I heard running, and I was like, you were running, and then I heard jumping, and then I was like, oh yeah, you said horses, and then you said you didn't get scouted, and I was like, wait, this motherfucker got a combine at his ranch?
You're on a farm, nigga. Like,
line the fucking shits up.
I took care of this nigga's horses and like.
What's your vertical?
That shit, man. Like, it wasn't anything like that. He had a big ass farmhouse. So it was pretty solid.
7'6". All right, cool. You said
That's a tall ass horse. You said the vertical.
That's how much you got on the vertical jump.
7'6", yo, that's high as fuck for a 10-year-old shit.
That's really not.
I feel like it is.
7 feet?
Yeah.
What?
I'm 6 feet tall.
So you think somebody can jump you?
7 foot would be.
Oh, is this how high your head can go?
A vertical jump is your hand.
It's a vert.
Like how? Okay.
It's not how far you can jump off the ground.
7 feet off the ground, and I was like, no fucking way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, your vertical is the distance between your feet and the ground.
Yeah,
right?
but it's your hands.
No,
though.
you touch the thing with your hand.
Yeah. It's not.
It's like this. It's like thing of like a bunch of like plastic stacked on top of each other, and you jump and you like slap them, and however far you can slap is however far you jumped. And then like
whatever.
I think a 10-year-old could do 7'6".
Whatever touching rim is.
Oh no, that's pretty high.
It seemed like an attainable like height.
Nigga, you 6'4". Like
I was like 5 foot tall when I was at home.
We can definitely touch 7'6".
I can touch 7'6" now.
At 10.
No. I was like 5 feet when I was 11 years old.
Oh, well, fuck you.
I was a tall kid.
I was not 5 feet at 11 years old. Like, I don't know if I was getting up to 7'6".
Listen, at elementary school, we used to play basketball on a 6-foot net. I used to stand underneath the net because I didn't understand the
You're 5 feet tall.
Listen, I didn't understand the rules of basketball.
Still crossed them up, though.
Hold on. Nope.
Exactly.
Yes. No, you couldn't have. Because I didn't understand the rules of basketball. So I was really tall, and all I did was stand underneath the net, and whenever the ball came in, I punched it out.
Taco Fall.
What? That's how you fight.
I did not understand the rules of basketball.
Taco Fall.
I thought if I could punch it out,
it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
How long did it take before someone was like, yo, that counts?
I got into a fight.
Okay.
I was also
5
feet tall.
They'd be throwing hands.
I was also 5 feet tall.
Oh, I'm seeing this. That doesn't count.
You want to fight?
No way.
And me being like, hey, get.
Nigga, you're not that tall.
Yeah, I was. Did you not hear me?
It's like, we are the Lollipop Guild. All right, so.
There was one other tall kid there, and he was a problem child, and he didn't play basketball.
Makes sense.
All right, so Brian Westbrook has some choice words though about Sunday's game. So
right, watch out, Sassy.
That didn't work.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one to see that. Yo. He's like, all right.
You know what? Eagles might go in. They might beat the Bills and the Bears. And I hope that they can hear this and that they say, you know what? Screw him. We're going to prove him wrong. I really, really do. But they look soft. They look like a team that's not hungry. They look like a team that has no fire underneath in their belly. And they're the second oldest team in the league. So you got a bunch of veterans on your football team.
Yo, can you put that charger in my bag, please?
Sunday night game and get blown out by 27. Period. And lastly, Doug Peterson, I just want to mention this. You're down by 27. You got 2-3 minutes left in the game.
You finish the game?
And you're starting to run draw.
You
know what you should try to do?
Yeah.
How about you try to get your offense on track against the third string scrubs that the Dallas Cowboys out there putting out there? How about you try to get your offense on track next week and stop running draws? How about you don't give up on your team? How about you do that? Because I'll tell you what Bill Belichick would have done, he would have been bombs away. He would have been like, oh, we give up, we're just going to go into the locker room and lick our wounds. He ain't saying that.
No,
He said, you know what, we're
We're just
going to
gonna
continue
run.
to fight.
Bombs
We're going to
away.
timeout. Even though we don't have a chance of getting the ball back, we're going to continue to fight until the whistle, until the clock stays 0. How about that? How about that? That's horrendous. That was horrendous. Got me hyped, man.
Y'all got him hyped. Really, all I'll say is this, because I think Ben's gonna kill me if I say any more. Dougie P got check some shit. You got to check Aguilar. You got to check Frank Wright. That's what I'll say. Can't really do anything about the defense for now. You just gotta get healthy. Get some trades before the end of the week because this is the last week to trade. And assess Frank Reich and assess Aguilar.
Where's Golden Tate at?
In New York, nigga. He started the 4-game suspension, came back, had had an alright game, played against us, had a decent game.
Yeah.
But Frank Reich didn't know how to utilize him. That's what I'm saying. You gotta assess your offensive coach. And Doug Peterson is too nice for Nick. I'm sorry.
Check this out. Alshon,
getting old. I'm
just
sorry.
catch the ball, fam. Alshon, you up there, man. Just reach for it. Aguilar, nigga, trade this nigga.
He's so fast though.
But he can't catch.
Trade him to us.
He can't catch. No.
Why?
We need Deshaun Jackson back.
You do so badly. But you knew Deshaun was gonna miss games.
No, but
we
still,
knew this was gonna happen.
Still though,
everyone
man.
knew. The Buccaneers are like, y'all can have it.
We should have got to do. No, I really hope the Eagles pick up a receiver before the end of the week.
It's gonna happen. They're gonna make some moves. They have to make some
somebody. Moves. I'm not saying trade Aguilar away, but this nigga got to catch the ball.
I mean,
Dougie P.
It's gonna be he walks at the end of the year. So
Dougie P.
It's either trade him or nothing. And who gonna be like? You literally just hold. It's like a shiny broken jaw and be like, "But he got a Super Bowl."
Yeah, but what's gonna happen is the second you trade him, he's gonna find some mojo or something.
And trade him to us.
Fuck you.
Fuck the Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
Trade someone in the NFC then, but you don't want to keep him in conference.
Nah.
Why? If he's ass on our team, he'll be ass on another team. I want to keep him in conference. Fucking trade him anywhere. Trade him to the Cowboys.
Trade him to the Redskins.
Nah, because Amari Cooper and Nelson Aguilar, I feel like that'd be too dirty. We don't want the Cowboys. No one wants the Cowboys.
Trade him to the Redskins.
He's trade him, yeah. That would be like banished. You're banished.
Can't send him to the Browns anymore.
No, you can't. Ooh, Baker about to get that work. Ooh, if San Fran and Nick Bosa ate against... Yo.
Did you see the slide?
What?
Did you see the slide that he did?
What, Baker?
No, Nick Bosa. After the last sack of the game.
Wait, after which game?
The 49ers.
Seahawks?
Yeah.
In the rain?
Yeah.
Didn't the whole team slide or some shit? It was like slip and slide in the mud?
I don't know. I just remember I think it was Eddie that sent me a clip of it. But Nick Bosa gets a sack and as he tackles him down, the guy slides a little bit. And so Nick continues to just he gets back up and then slides into victory again. It's fucking hilarious.
They're undefeated.
Whee!
I saw this really funny picture. But yeah, Baker Mayfield about to die. That's all I'll say.
Why do you say that?
What's up?
Why do you say that?
Because if the 49ers ate against him, I feel like our defense is as good or better than their defense. So I feel like we'll eat.
Wait. You're playing the Browns this week?
Yeah.
It's not even fair.
I know. But still, though.
Sony better eat.
Ravens, Texans, Cowboys, Eagles, Chiefs.
Yo, can we just get back on track?
Can we get
the Eagles though? The Eagles though, can we just we need to get back on track?
Bills are undefeated.
We need to get back on track,
but
yo.
Really, Josh Allen is prone to mistakes. He's gonna be really good on his feet, so you gotta watch him running. His arm is all right, but he's really prone to making mistakes.
So
I'm gonna force him to make mistakes.
I'm gonna put $20 on the Eagles game. Who should I bet on?
I put $20. I honestly, that wouldn't even be smart. I mean, really, because what is it? 6-1. Yeah, the Bills are the quietest 6-1 team. No one cares. They're like, yeah, us too. Yeah, the Bills are 6-1 and the Eagles are 3-4. If you put money on the Eagles and the Eagles win, we can make money.
No, I'm dead serious. I have I made an account. I made an account the other day to.
It's just the Bills' defense is too dirty.
We're going to Harris.
I don't want to put money against that defense because
I'll put money on the Bills.
Yeah,
I'll put money on the Eagles.
I put money on the Bills. Not gonna win. I'd rather put money on and win something.
Yeah.
And then if Josh Allen fuck up and I lose my money, I'm like, well, shit. Fuck the Bills.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm creating an account on a betting website. I already created one.
Oh my God. Yeah,
I'm loading it with some crypto so I can.
He signed me up for an account and I got $50 free for my first John. Yeah. And then that's the only time I used it because he was trying to get money too. And then like a couple months later, it was one of those things too where I had to. He was like, all right, text my friend and he'll set you up with an account online. And I was like, all right. And so I did it. And then like I only used it once. A couple months later, he sent me a text. He was like, yo, someone wants to sign up. Can I just use your account and just give it over to them? And I was like, I don't care. I literally never touched this account.
Yeah. Let me sign up. What's your account?
Yeah, no. So I created one.
Refer to me.
So I created.
Refer me.
I created one the other day, and it gives you a 100% crypto match on your first deposit. So like if you deposit like $20, it'll give you a free $20. You deposit $50, it'll give you a free $50.
You said match.
So yeah, I'm gonna be depositing probably some this weekend, and placing some bets.
So Jamie's mom came in yesterday and she had a whole sheet of betting because her and her friends do like pick 'em. Like they just have like I might be getting it wrong, but they just have like you get to pick who wins.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and I was like, all right,
to pick who wins.
Yeah, you have the list of who's playing that week.
Oh, okay.
And you just pick the winners. I think that's how it is. But I was like, all right, where are the Dolphins on here? And she was like, I know, you gotta pick whoever's playing the Dolphins. They're gonna win. And I was like, yep. And I was like, who are the Dolphins playing this week? Oh, the Steelers. That's gonna be an awful Monday night game.
They 0 something.
The Steelers are 2-6.
What are the Dolphins?
2-5. Dolphins are 0-7.
0-7. They're the new Browns.
Yeah, but
what is the Browns?
So you think they're gonna? I think they're gonna get their win. I think this because they're not gonna go 0-16. This is gonna be their win. Well, they're gonna verse a 2-5 Steelers.
If they play, they are playing the Steelers. If they beat the Steelers, that actually could be good for them, because they traded the Steelers for the Steelers got one of their good players, Minka Fitzpatrick. So they have the Steelers pick.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Steelers lose this game, that pick is lowered. So the Dolphins is a win-win. If they win, they still have that low pick.
Yeah.
If they lose, they still have that low pick. If they win, the Steelers pick drops further, which is good for them. Drops further down to 1.
Nice.
Because they have their pick.
Word.
So
nice.
It's a win-win situation for the Dolphins. I mean, they have to lose. This is the most bullshit.
It's a win-win.
It's all right. I'm telling you, they're not going to go 0-16, so they need to get a W at some point. I'm putting $10 on the Dolphins.
They're the new Browns, dude. They're the new Browns.
Who's starting?
Who's even their quarterback?
They got Josh Rosen, who was actually a good quarterback. Got drafted by the Cardinals and got shafted, and they got traded to the Dolphins, and is currently being shafted.
All right, but like, who does he throw the ball to? What is their offense like?
Okay, so I'm actually playing with the Dolphins in Madden right now. So we have, who we got? I don't even know these things.
Exactly.
I was gonna say, no, because we traded for him. Actually, it's really funny right now, because I just play quarterback. I don't do the roster moves. We have Aguilar and then Njoku.
It's not funny.
It's really funny. This nigga, that's how I do that nigga fast.
It's not funny.
He hella
he
fast.
Is fast, but he can't catch.
He actually catches Madden.
Of course, because it's a computer.
Not
real life.
Not a simulation. That's when I literally. That's when I was like, Aguilar caught this long ass. Nah, that's not.
Yeah. So I wanted to see the odds on this Dolphins Steelers game.
Oh, let's get back to football. Yeah.
this Dolphins-Steelers game. The projected scores for the Dolphins and Steelers are as follows. Dolphins, 5.9. Steelers, 39.
Dang, this is a backup quarterback.
So,
It's a backup quarterback.
5.9, you said?
You said 30-something?
5.9.
Or Steelers. All right, so
5.9.
they're tied. Oh, dude, the Bengals and the Dolphins are both 0-7.
Yo, the Bengals? The Bengals are still a team. Holy shit.
Right? You haven't heard shit about
No, man, they don't exist.
AJ Green died, and everyone was like, all right, bye.
My bad. I remember they had Ocho Cinco a while ago, and then they had that one dude who did the flip in the end zone.
Yeah.
That was hot, and then AJ Green, and that's it.
Ravens are running away. They're 5-2.
Yo, Lamar Jackson though.
Browns are shout out
That
to quarterback.
nigga. Ooh, that nigga fast.
All right, so yeah, let's move away from football. I want to talk about. Actually, what topic do I want to talk about? You know, to talk about school lunches. Or we can talk. No, we'll talk about morals over money. So, this waitress is doing her job. Walked past the table, and she heard that some patrons were making fun of a trans person that was at the bar.
Got you.
And then they tried to get her to join in on the joke, and
Got
she said
you.
no.
Got you.
What? Obviously not.
Right.
Then she refused to serve them. Went up to her boss and was like, yo, I'm not serving them.
Yep.
I don't even want to be near them. Get someone else to take my table.
Yep. Did
Boss-
she explain why?
Then she explained why.
Got you.
Boss said, it's your job. You just have to put up with some things, serve them, or go home.
Whoa. I'm going home.
So, yeah, I'm all right. I'm out. Peace. Like,
Yeah,
First,
see ya.
I probably would quit on the spot. But she goes home, writes a post on Facebook, which is also what I would do. Because I'm going to shade you. Because I just lost my job. Because, again, I would have quit on the spot.
Yeah, I would have quit on the spot.
I'm going to shade you. Post it. Get clout for it. Probably post my YouTube channel in the comments. Like, I got a podcast. You listen to it here and shit.
Go on.
So she posted it and it gains traction. And then her work calls her and says, You're fired. Yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah, now she's just like, I would do it 100 times. Like, I chose morals over money. 100 times I would do it again.
Don't they owe you a
and again
severance?
and again. You know.
If they fire you. Don't they owe you a severance?
Is she trying to sue him?
it depends.
No, yeah, okay.
That's what's up.
Damn, you should sue.
I'm sorry you got fired.
I am sorry you got fired, but now you got to sue him. It's called Fat Joe's Bar. If you want to give him a call.
Where?
Fat Joe's Bar. Where is it?
It's not Fat Joe's, is it?
It's in the town of Fond du Lac. I don't know where that is, nigga. What? It's in Green Bay. All right.
In Wisconsin.
Bay, Fat Joe Bar.
In Wisconsin.
Fat Joe's Bar. Call him up. Let him know how you feel. Fat Joe's Bar. I will put that in here. Fat Joe's Bar. Call him up. Tell him let you know how you feel.
So I just looked at all the spreads on these games.
Why did you say that before this?
And actually, the Eagles game is the only close game this week.
Still talking about football?
That's what, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like
'Cause
the only.
the Bills are good.
Yeah, I was about to say, according to this point spread, the only close game besides that would be the
Monday
Tampa Bay Tennessee game.
That's going to be
Yeah, that
interesting.
makes sense. Oh my God, Tampa
gonna
Bay,
be interesting.
Tennessee.
That's going to be very interesting.
Holy shit. Both those quarterbacks came in the league at the same time. And now
Mariota's not about to play.
everyone, Mariota's not even about to play. That's the
Ryan's got to play.
Because
If
what I
you
was
want-
going to say, though, the funniest part
That'd be
about that,
dope, though.
No, it would be funny because they both came in at the same time. And at the same time, like a couple weeks ago, we all just started to realize that they both actually fucking suck and might be better as backup quarterbacks. And now they're about to play each other. But now they're not even about to play each other.
Because they're both backups.
Oh, no,
Was Jameis still playing?
Still playing, yeah.
Ah.
He be getting Mike Evans like 100 and something yards a game. He just also throw like 5 picks a game.
See, Brett Favre.
If you can get that under
Brett Favre never
wraps.
threw 5 picks in my game.
I mean, like,
Hey,
yeah, it was toward the. It was at the end of his career, but
Okay.
like,
Prime Brett Favre never threw 5 picks in one game. That's like, see, people be trying.
but see,
no, that's
when
like-
he do that, he'll
No,
throw
no, no,
5
no.
touchdowns to match it.
See, that's when people
you
be
know?
like, you be like Kobe, and you be like, which one? pre-Achilles tear. No, you know what I mean. All right, it was a bucket. The balled up paper went in the trash can. I mean, the first.
We
round.
talking 8 Kobe, 24 Kobe.
Destiny
What?
tells me which Kobe. If it lands in the shit, then it's pre. If it doesn't, then it's post.
See that? That's when I had Derek Fisher. So yeah,
LeBron James.
Once again, Fat Joe's Bar, Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Fuck you.
Fat Joe's Bar, fuck you. No, I was gonna say Wisconsin, but I like Wisconsin.
Yeah, I love cheese.
I mean,
I've never impartial about Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's they're a friend of a podcast. I can't.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because I heard it on another podcast, and I feel like I like the way it sounds.
I like the way it sounds.
Oh,
You're gonna guarantee it.
Sounds terrible.
They just stole it.
You're gonna like the way you
You're
look.
gonna like the way.
I guarantee it. Fucking talking about Men's Warehouse, yo, Jesus.
So I want to move on to a U.S. school who banned students from getting their, who banned students from attending their prom and other extracurriculars because they owed the school $75 for lunch. Now, granted, I remember when I was in 8th grade.
Hold on.
And now I'm gonna tell the story. I remember I was in 8th grade and I couldn't go to Hershey because I owed the school a textbook. It's just fair, I guess that's fair. And I also remember that was the first time they moved us into the new school, and then that school flooded. And I was just like, I'm the only person in 8th grade here. That's cool. And there are other kids there that were also in detention. And I was like, damn, everybody else at Hershey.
Damn.
I mean, here's the thing.
So I've never been to Hershey.
So, here's the thing.
Really?
You also he doesn't like fucking roller coasters.
I like
Why
chocolate,
would he?
nigga.
Shut the fuck up. It's not even that much of a waste. Like, just go to the store and buy a fucking piece of chocolate,
nigga.
You don't have to pay $45 to go to a fucking amusement park so that you can go.
Get down.
I paid $45 because of the textbook. Everybody else probably went for free.
No, you have to pay for field trips. What fucking school did you go to?
The school where I went to the guidance counselor and told him I was poor, so I got to go for free.
So you should have told them that you were poor and you couldn't afford the textbook.
Oh, listen, they were like,
But you lost the textbook.
That's what I say. That's you.
Okay,
probably-
you shouldn't have lost the textbook.
Probably
But they probably let out you.
Here's also
to
the
you.
thing.
might have been the second one too.
You shouldn't have told them that you lost it. You should have been like, hey, it's at my house. I'll get it to you tomorrow. Let me just go on this Hershey trip real quick.
Let me just go back in time and be like, yo, listen.
You fucked it.
Listen, I know you fucked it. It's the system. That's the problem.
I've never been to
Here's the
Hershey.
thing. I
Just
will say
like-
this though.
Just like,
But I like chocolate, nigga.
Here's the thing.
30-pound bars of chocolate and shit.
They do, man. The monorail's pretty nice.
School lunches are already
That's not a field trip though. That is like something
Here.
that a nigga like.
It's the end of the year.
You should eat.
It's the end of the
Here's
year.
the thing.
Folks.
Like school lunches are already like they're a necessity. First off, people
Yeah.
need to eat. It's not like your textbook that you lost. Like
Oh, we're
this
talking
is
about
something
prom.
somebody
We're
needs
talking
every
about
single
this,
fucking
yeah.
day, and they're
I'm
already
not gonna
a
go to prom because I
cesspool.
wanted to eat. That's so fucked up.
It's already a cesspool of fucking like cheap, nasty, like low grade, inexpensive food. Okay, we're not talking
Yo,
about
I
gourmet
used to put
meals.
those Wawa sandwiches in my pockets and steal them. I'm out of high school. I can say that now. I used to steal mad Wawa products from the cafeteria. I was a bad child. Go ahead, continue.
I never stole anything because like
Bro,
the
that
lunch
shit was
ladies are
expensive.
like everything with everybody
Not
was
the
right
hot
there.
man stuff, but like I used to put the juices in my pant pockets or my pant legs and walk out.
Dude, this fucking guy over here, man.
CJ.
Nah, $1.10 to spend on that.
They were expensive. The Wawa juices were expensive.
Wait, they're talking the 16 ounce?
Yeah, the normal Johns, like the
Those
Dollar
Johns
Johns.
were $1.50 at our school. What the fuck?
$1.50. Damn,
we
they
had
were
a fucking-
$1.10
We had a
at our
vending
place.
machine too.
Yeah, we
We
did
had
too.
mad vending machines.
Yeah,
We only had
machines were
two,
dope.
and they, like,
I-
half of them that like they never.
After
worked
a
with
while
them.
though, man, like I think like junior year, I started taking my lunch because I was like,
Like the school?
yeah, because I
was lapping up that cafeteria.
oh no,
food.
I was in
nachos, fire.
'cause
burger.
well, because I wrestled,
Bruh,
so
what?
I had like super weird practices. I would work out during lunch half of the time, and then there
Did
were
you get free lunches?
Oh yeah.
I got free lunches
That's
too.
why.
Yeah.
I was
The
like,
best
I was
days,
like, hold on, hold
the
on,
best
hold on.
days were mac and
Listen,
cheese
listen.
though.
I never had to pay for
Oh
lunch.
my
That
God.
shit
I
was
literally
fire.
was sat there.
Get
I
down.
was like, man, I'd get a meal
down.
maybe like once a week if I was lucky and like I could afford it.
Dang.
The only time that I ever really ate
Oh,
at
yeah.
school, like school food, was if
Well,
study
I
hall
didn't cover
freshman
everything,
year
though.
was in a class, but after that they moved study hall into the cafeteria, and they had it during periods that they didn't have obvious fucking lunch.
Yeah. He's sitting the bomb. That's why he's quiet. Right,
And if you had it before lunch, you had study hall before lunch. They served like breakfast sandwiches and stuff, which were just like on bagels. They're like bacon, egg, and cheese, or sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel. And,
Yeah, we had
I
those.
feel like I'm taking the dab.
and we'd also have these like muffins, those like prepackaged muffins,
Mhm.
and they'd bring them in just like for breakfast and shit. And those are the only things that I'd ever eat because
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Just threw a dog
it
biscuit
saved
at
me.
him.
Did it hit you?
It saved me. You hit this, but I
thank
saw
God.
it hurtling at my face, and I was like, "That's gonna hit me."
I'm so sorry. I thought I hit you.
Why are you hitting them at me?
He
I
just threw a
meant to throw
dog
him over
biscuit.
there.
Anyway, and yeah, so Angie and Brenda used to buy them all the time for me, and
She can't find it. Sassy, you're a fucking
you're a
idiot.
fucking idiot. You're fuck.
Dumb as shit.
You're
It's
fucking
right
idiot.
there.
Sassy.
Dumb as shit.
God
No, I
damn.
threw like 3.
Yeah. It's one right there.
She said, "Can you give me that? Give me that.
Let me see that.
Give me. Come here. Let me break it for you. Come here.
No,
Sassy.
she'll eat it. She's just being a little bitch about it.
Bonus. I'm gonna give it right back.
I'm gonna give it right back.
give it right back.
She said no. No.
Now you got it all wet and grimy and shit.
Yeah, it's been in her mouth. Just let her eat it.
She's like, I can chew it myself. I'm a big girl.
Damn.
Well, you see how much trouble that one little bite give her? She's still chewing. She got a tiny jaw.
Somebody come marry CJ so he can stop being a father to his
thing you know,
dog.
CJ gonna be like,
What?
she like it soft. She like it. She like it pretty
No, she doesn't like soft food. She like hard food. She like tiny hard food. What nigga? A wife would just
Sassy.
be a stepmom to her. That's my kid.
You don't know.
That's how that works.
Maybe
What do you mean?
maybe your kid
It's the
would
same
love
way.
the
Like
stepmom
it would have
more
to
than
be.
she would love you.
That's just a part of being compatible. It's just. Are you
But
a
that's the
dog
thing.
person? Are you a cat person?
But that's the thing. When it's an animal, you very much run the risk of that animal now loving that other person more than you. Like a kid, you can always be like,
I can-
she your
I can.
stepmom. You know, you can always hedge things and like talk to a kid, but you can't be like, hey,
I can handle that.
you know, like
I can handle that, and you know why I can handle that is because if you ever break up, and I own that dog because I brought it and I'm taking it. All it takes is
The dog
2
gonna
weeks,
hate
and that
you.
dog. No. All it takes.
That's what I'm saying. With the dog, stop fucking
all
with you after
all
that.
it
was
takes
about to
is-
say,
all
that
it
would be
takes
sad
is
as
2
shit.
weeks, and then it's back to loving you.
no.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen it? You ever
Sassy gonna be
listen,
sad.
You know what happens when another dog loses
I don't have
another
any
dog? Like
Just
when
sit
you have
there.
2 dogs and one of them dies,
They
the
sit
other one
there.
gets really, really
It's,
sad.
it's a person though.
You're
Yeah,
just gonna keep feeding her treats. Come on.
happens with people too. That's how you're gonna get their love. You'll be like, yo, bitch, no one will ever take your love
Sassy's
from
not gonna
me.
leave me.
You'll love me forever because I keep feeding you.
That's how I get other people's pets to love me.
Home is where my bowl
Taco,
is.
Taco gained like 5 pounds in my house.
Oh my gosh, man. Did you make it?
No.
No, it landed underneath the fucking chair. Now she can't get it.
Terrible.
Well, eat your food.
Wow.
She's fucking blind. She wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Did it again.
All right.
CJ, these are bad throws.
And,
I can tell.
Kobe. Post Achilles.
Killing me, small.
Story,
So-
he stuck with it.
The last story I want to talk about. This is the most fuck shit story since we're on the theme of football. This high school had its entire football season canceled. All right, so check this out. They had this dude that was supposed to be suspended for the first game. Right? So he's suspended, number 24 or number 4, whichever.
Number 4.
So,
The junior running back. Number 4.
24.
yeah, he was number 4.
Definitely.
Number 4.
He was number 4. So yeah, he basically suits up. Team's like, we're missing him for the game, but we got this other kid.
We got
number
this
24.
we got this freshman, 24.
Marvin Burks.
What was the first kid's name? What was the kid's name?
First,
Not important.
yeah, apparently he doesn't want us to know. But yeah, so he's a prolific football player in this town. But he's suspended. And he even told the papers, like, watching that at home only made me want to get back on the field that much harder. Like, he kind of sold it. But this random kid, Marvin Burks, he put up 109 yards,
And a touchdown.
scored a 56-yard touchdown.
Damn.
Nigga, you made an impact on the game.
32-21.
Nigga, you made an impact on the game.
How?
You were suspended. Just let them lose one, nigga.
Why did he have to play though? Why did he? Okay, I get why he have to play because athletes want to play. I feel that.
I love how the coaches try to sell it too.
Why did he have to go off?
I love how the coaches try to sell it too. They're like, sometimes the players switch jerseys and without telling us.
I haven't even got to that. So basically, the coach got interviewed before the game, and he's just talking to him, and he's like, "What did he say?" He told him that this imaginary freshman had earned his spot the week before, and that it was his time to play ball.
I mean, you had to have seen him without a helmet, right?
So basically,
Maybe he was just really racist.
Basically, this team right now they got up to 7-0
because this nigga played in every game. Just you made an impact in the game too. Like
how freaky,
56-yard touchdown.
How freaky is it gonna be when that dude gets unsuspended and they're like, "See, look, number 4 is on the field, and where's number? Oh shit, there he is." And it's just like they just get like another dude to just pretend to be number 24, and he's just standing there. It's like, "It was me the whole time. What are you talking about?"
I lost my mojo.
They're like, put it back in the game.
Not very
like,
good.
I can't do it, coach. I'm not good anymore.
So
Rudy.
So basically, they suspended the team for a whole year, and all the coaches were fired.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair as fuck.
Really said, "What the fuck were you guys?" You know how he found out? His tattoos.
This motherfucker.
It's because that nigga 24.
He's 16.
He's 35.
Why you got tattoos, dude?
He was just chilling tattoos. What do you mean?
Was he
Bruh.
age 24?
Where was his tattoos at?
16.
Where was his tattoos at?
16.
Where was his tattoos at? Nigga?
Shit, you're 30. Fucking
Nigga,
9.
just cover it up.
Well,
I am
that's what
12.
I'm saying. If you're gonna be a whole
I'm
new
16.
player, hold on. If you're gonna be a
Shit,
whole
that's
new
a nice
player, put
beard.
on some sleeves.
Something, fam.
Why are you not wearing sleeves? Why aren't you swagger different?
Just sell it. Sell it.
Why just sit out a game? They would have been 6-1 at the worst.
They're like, nah.
They could have. They could have won.
Got it, but if they got
They're
away
like,
with
nah,
it,
we're
they
7-0. That's our only undefeated season. I don't care.
We only lost on a technicality.
We ain't went out. We ain't going like no bitches.
What's the technicality? Oh well, they said something and then I don't know.
They had a suspended player, and he played. But he didn't make that much of an impact.
He just scored a 56-yard touchdown. Like he made like 100-something yards. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was non-important.
But he wasn't even that. He wasn't even that good though. He wasn't that good.
He wouldn't have gotten the game.
Made a
ball.
crazy.
Like, it was fine.
Made a crazy impact. Not important.
Nah, not important. It was fine.
No, yeah,
We're 7-0. It's whatever.
Him especially.
Only undefeated season.
I feel like the team should have been like half the season suspended. That nigga should be suspended for 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
That nigga get
Because you
that nigga out.
Because you lied to the newspaper.
That nigga out. He tried to sell it. He tried to sell it, yo.
News was like, wait a minute. Because like the second week they was like, this is what was hold on, what was his excuse? Okay.
All right, so what happened to the freshman afterwards?
That's what I'm saying. He says the thing is, our kids do this on a regular basis. You know, they try and change jerseys, numbers, and sometimes don't let us know. Who is the other nigga? Which one was it? Who's 24 on your squad? Pull up the roster.
Where is he? Who is he? Where is he?
Oh, there isn't one?
I want to see a picture of this nigga.
He's already fired. Hey, come back in here.
I just want to prove a point. I'm that petty. You still ain't got your job, but like I was looking at the school roster and
yeah, I was just filling out some applications, getting denied, so I guess I could. Yeah, you don't exist.
Yeah, can we finish that blunt?
What's that? Oh yeah, where is it? Yes, we can.
Horrors of the world.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this. One guy.
Yeah, he's really scary and he is fried. Yeah. Brian, go for the next bar. Yeah. Come on. You're supposed to go. You're supposed to go for the next bar. It's like, I can't hear the beat. But I'm going to still flow. I'm going to flow.
We were way too hyped.
I'm going to do it.
Be short and be sweet.
Be short and be sweet. Be short, be sweet. I said, am I a psycho? Fuck no. That's it.
Just come through. Should get that pipe though.
Hey, gotta hit that light though. Look, horrors of the world. Listen, what happened if you fell in the volcano? What would you do? Hit the Drano. This man, he got too close with his two buddies. Listen, this ain't a ghost. He's Sam Darnold, seeing them on the field. But listen, this ain't a field. I'm talking about the fans that fell in lava. Listen, this ain't going drama. I'm dropping hot fire. Listen, I'm talking about this doo-doo freestyle.
Like that hot lava.
That would have been nice there. But they about to burn their hair. They getting too close to the lake of fire. They looking like they about to die. Talking about the people of Pompeii. They looking up saying, hey, save me. This is crazy. They trapped in the lava, trapped in the volcano. Listen. Horrors of the world with another shitty freestyle. Also, if you didn't know, I do shitty covers on my Instagram.
I said the volcano erupted. They was like, fuck this. Homies tried to run. It wasn't that fun. Come on.
I'll wait for Brian to hop on.
Fuck.
He said his blunt. His blunt fact. Did you know Brian has mad bars? That just goes off. That would be lit.
I can't live up to that. I can even my son is
just pulls right bars out of his ass. You out of nowhere, man. Spits a whole fucking 24. Like, oh
I'm sitting in my head right now trying to rhyme ashes with asses, and I'm like, I shouldn't even spit. Like, he just hyped me up so hard.
He'd be like, asses to ashes, nigga. But listen, because I'd be like, I got that recorded. Post. Just that.
This nigga got bars. The Valley of the Hyenas.
Like producers, X and Cliff. Get somebody too.
One day I'm gonna release like a 4-song EP, and like 3/4 of it is just gonna be instrumental music, and then there's gonna be 1/8, just like not even like in a track. It's gonna be 4 bars at the end of one track, and then 4 bars at the beginning of another track, just like split like
what the fuck
like
is gonna be
hard
in the middle?
stops. So like if you play track 3,
it's gonna be
right.
It's gonna be pop punk randomly.
No.
I hate my dad, my stepbrother, and that fucker that lives with him.
Oh my Jay. If anything, it'd be like some Lil Peep XXX style like emo rap.
First of all, it's my full brother.
Yo, did you see Drake and Drake?
No.
That was great.
All right, horrors of the world. I want to tell you a story about 3 dudes who got stuck in a volcano in 1992.
So it's not about Pompeii.
No, It's not. I said Pompeii because I was trying to relate back to it.
I was like, oh, so we're about to do a whole thing about Pompeii.
No, but we will actually do Pompeii next time. Thank you.
I was about to be like...
All right, so basically these 3 dudes, they were in a crater of a volcano, and they really couldn't breathe because of all the noxious fumes. Names were Chris Duddy and Michael Benson.
Yeah, they white dudes.
Of course they are.
His name is... His
They're
name is
volcano,
Duddy.
Brian. They're white. All right.
You said there were 3 dudes. You only said 2.
His name is Duddy. No, he said 3. He said Chris.
I mean, it says 3
Duddy.
recall.
He said Chris Duddy.
Bum bum bum.
Shut up.
No, Chris Dudley.
Oh,
Or Chris Duddy
yeah, Duddy.
and Michael Benson.
All right, yeah, they brothers. Just 3 brothers.
What? Chris Duddy
That's one person.
and Michael Benson.
That's another person.
Not Chris Duddy and Michael Benson.
Yeah, that's why.
No, sorry.
Yeah, you paused at the wrong parts, yo. So I was like,
No, you said Chris Duddy and Michael Benson.
See, it's 2 of them. Dun, dun, dun.
just 2 people.
I was like, where's the 3rd dude?
All right, yeah. I was like, what? He said 3.
I'm high.
And they're
Why do
brothers.
you keep saying dun dun
Just
dun?
3 brothers.
So,
It was Chris Duddy and Michael Benson.
what happened was...
Yeah, they white as fuck.
Benson... They were trapped.
We're brothers.
You can't say that.
That's what you reminded me of. That's what you reminded me.
We're happy and we're singing and we're color. Give me a high five. That's the bumper. For Benson, who was 49 when this happened, he was a camera operator. He got rescued last.
Damn, I'm really thinking. I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt you, but I'm really thinking that like in 20 years or 40 years or something like that, somebody could be reading an article and my name is gonna be that white ass name. Be like, oh, his name's Brian Lafferty. Yeah, no wonder he inserted some dumbass white shit. like cameraman Brian Lafferty
ran over by like 20 mooses. Like, oh yeah, because it was hiking. Like what?
Pushed into the mouth of a volcano by a stampede of buffalo who were running away from a tsunami, like some crazy ass. He was skiing down a mountain into a volcano.
Mm-hmm. There was an avalanche.
Yo,
that's some James Bond shit.
I saw this avalanche-proof backpack thing that these guys created. These guys now have this thing that like you pull these straps and this like big giant like air bag like fills above you. And, like, if you fall through an avalanche, it's supposed to keep you above the snow. And there was this video of this dude who got it 3 weeks before he went, like, snowboarding. It was an early, like, an early birthday present that his girlfriend got for him. And it literally saved his life. He got caught in, like, a giant avalanche, pulled the thing, and just, like, it sucked him to the top.
I've always thought about avalanches, how terrifying they are. Yeah. But if you have a torch with you, though.
A torch?
And so you get stuck in the snow. The one thing is you don't really know which way up is. That's the most scary thing in an avalanche is like you could be like, all right, that's up.
What do you mean?
Just
gravity.
What do you mean gravity? If you stuck like this, and then you be like, all right, up is. If you suspended.
When you're.
What if you?
But when you're under the snow. So when you're under the snow.
What's up?
I want to see this next part with the torch.
So I did say the fact that you can't do gravity fucks it up, but if you can get past the gravity, all you gotta do is fall like this. Like you say, oh shit, avalanche. Like so. Oh shit, avalanche. And then torch it. And then after the snow
Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna get and then it's gonna be like ah, it's out of juice. Shouldn't have took a dab at the top of the mountain.
God damn it. Oh man, and I left my fucking butane.
He's like reaching into the bag like, oh, I got the butane. He's like, oh, I got it. He's like, wait.
I'll fill it up.
Let me get the nectar collector. It's like, come on, here.
I might as well take a dab. It's fine. I'm trapped under snow. It's the best hot box.
Because if I could just get my body warm so I can reach this.
What are you going to do with it?
What are you going to do with it? No, you ain't doing that. Don't do it.
Because then I would be like...
No, you wouldn't. Don't do it. You're going to break the tip off. You're going to break the tip off if you try and do that.
Not here.
You got to push down the tip.
If I needed to, I could say highly flammable.
You highly flammable.
Aren't we all?
No, I'm 90%.
Well, these niggas were highly flammable.
Yeah, they were. They're next to a volcano.
So basically what happened was...
Why are you walking next to a volcano? What the fuck were they doing? What the fuck were they doing next to a volcano, Cliff? Please answer me that question.
They were taking photos of the volcano.
Nigga, why?
You ever heard of a zoom lens?
They were in a helicopter.
Take that shit from like...
So it's not like they were up close. They were in a helicopter. The helicopter just lost power.
You sound like...
And it landed in the volcano. They couldn't go down the mountain.
So the dude radioed for help, and suddenly pilot...
Sounded like you was too close.
Suddenly pilot Craig Hodgson, who's the third person...
This sounds like the grandest
did not have time to radio
killer
for help.
Scheme. This sounds like the grandest serial killer scheme. Like, oh, I got these people up to my mountain, my volcano layer with my helicopter. People my helicopter ran out of power. I didn't think to bring more power juice for my helicopter. Let me just land conveniently at this flat spot on the middle of this volcano.
Maybe I can radio. Oh
no,
the radio, bro.
He crashed. All right, he didn't have time to land it, so he ends up crashing it. And they crash, and they get out. And the volcano is kind of active, so it's emitting noxious fumes. And they like look down and they're like, "Oh shit, that's a pocket of lava right there," but they missed it because they were lucky. Because they were lucky, they missed it.
Oh yeah, They were so lucky.
They tried to climb to the rim, but the interior wall of the volcano crumbled so easily that every move threatened to create a rock slide. So
Damn, I bet you if they went to that disaster training fucking course, they would have been able to survive it.
They would have been like,
no,
Don't grab the wall. It's got a crunch.
Get me in my hands. Listen, I'll boost you up. Yeah. I saw this video actually where these 3 people climbed this wall and they like had this like mad ass technique to get like all 3 of them over the wall. And it was like a tall, buff dude, like a more athletically skinnier, like shorter guy.
One goes up.
Hold on, no. Ready? I'll explain
you get
it.
the other person on your
I'll
feet,
explain
so
it.
you get that person up. They go over.
So basically,
and then I reach down, and then you jump with my hands, and I pull you up.
So basically, what they ended up doing is the big strong guy went up first. Seems like the most backwards thing in the world.
No, so
the short guy is the one who propelled him up. And what he does is he gets up to the top, and then he has enough strength to pull himself up and over.
Right.
I guess the other 2 really don't have that much upper body strength. Yes. The second person, the guy who was like supporting the guy getting up, now stands and has a taller female stand on his shoulders, and she like reaches up, and the guy who's up top like reaches over, grabs her, and she doesn't reach all the way over. She gets halfway up and stops and like just kind of hangs there, and the small dude like runs back, and he gets like a running start, jumps up and like grabs onto her ankles, and then like shimmies up like her legs and like grabs onto the dude's arm, and it's like the most like teamwork thing ever.
I feel like she wasn't needed though. Why he had to grab?
We could probably do.
It was like 2 feet of a difference that he needed to gap before he could get to the guy's arms. The guy would literally have to be like arm over, and it'd be like a hard extension. Okay. He couldn't go like this.
I thought they were like here.
It was like a 20-foot slanted wall. It was a pretty big obstacle. Shit. And I saw it, and that's immediately what I thought.
Yeah. Y'all want to do Tough Mudder?
I would do a Tough Mudder. Yes,
I would be about.
Let's do it.
Doing stuff.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do this for
a Spartan race.
Sounds like it's really cold.
Hold on, yeah, the Tough Mudder's cool, but like the mud though, and then I trip y'all if I get tired, and then be like, that's fine.
We're gonna get some cleats.
Cleats? Oh yeah.
He said, I'll trip y'all. You know, in a Tough Mudder, you just keep going, right?
Yeah. That's how we can laugh about it. Shit.
No, we gotta do a team building exercise.
Let's go to this thing at the Franklin Institute.
Let's join the army. Yes, let's do that.
I hear we all get a signing bonus. No, if we all join together, we get a signing bonus.
No, we're not joining the army.
I wouldn't join the army.
I want to be a statistic, and you didn't grow up on a farm, so you can't join the army.
Anybody can join the army. What?
You didn't grow up on a farm? Where's that come from?
Is that a stereotype? Farm boys in the army?
They just look at me and they're like, "Wait, you want to join?"
You're suburban.
They look at our ASVAB scores and they're like, "You 3 want?"
Would your mom take away your iPhone?
You know you can go to any one of them, right?
Like, I want to be in the Navy. All right, well, hold on. Be in the Army.
All right.
I can fly airplanes in the Navy. Fighter jets.
I can't, because what if you miss the ship and land in the sea?
You won't miss the ship. They have buttons that land on the ship for you.
Like, well, what if the buttons malfunction and you in the sea?
You're not in the sea. Don't land in the sea. Land on the fucking carrier.
What if you don't
land on the platform?
Land on the fucking platform. It's landing in an airplane.
It's a big ass ship.
If you miscalculate,
fine. Then how about this? How about this? Then you don't fly those kind of airplanes. You fly the ones that my dad did, which are big and they land on the ground. Where's the ground?
Ground ain't gonna move.
Doesn't work when you say.
Actually, fun fact: during the earthquake that hit Japan, the continent of Japan shifted 7 feet. So if there was a plane theoretically trying to land during that time, their calculations would have been off by 7 feet. Not that they would have been like, "Hey,
is that the water 7 feet?
We're a little right on this runway. You wanna?" There you go. Cool. Bless you.
Oh my God, that had been building.
Climaxing.
All night.
Oh. One more.
What? You've been jerking off that sneeze all night?
Oh my fucking God, yeah.
I love how you registered on all 3 mics.
What is that? Oh. Still not clear. All right. So basically,
you need some tissues, motherfucker.
Let's just run through it. Pilot goes back into the helicopter. Radios for help. Help comes. Rescues him. But the other 2 dudes are so low that they can't see him through the fog. So they dip. So that's why they remember being down there.
Because
they were there.
Nigga.
So the title really isn't Three Niggas Trapped.
That's
the
that
pilot
bullshit. Yo, what? What? Why they ain't just go with him? That's that bullshit.
Exactly. Why did you just go
He
back
said
to
he
radio
got
for
to
him?
radio.
He's like, no,
he
it's
got-
too
he got
dangerous.
the
Go
radio
back
to
in
work.
radio.
Called rescue workers who flew a helicopter low enough so the volcano could let him scramble aboard. But the other two men were obscured by dense volcanic gases, so they were left behind.
What? No.
On Sunday, Duddy said he was on the edge of despair and decided to try and climb out. Benson secured him to a 2 foot by 2 foot crevice, or into a 2 foot by 2 foot crevice, about 50 feet away. Oh no. Benson was secured in a 2 foot by 2 foot crevice 50 feet away from Duddy. He told him, don't try it. It's too risky. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Don't die.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He does it.
When he climbs up?
He does it, and he reaches the lip at 2:30, like the next day.
Yeah.
27 hours after the crash.
Damn.
So Benson, who by now thought both of his companions had perished, tried to stave off panic by reciting the alphabet backwards. Just nigga. He prayed. When it rained, he cupped his hands to get some water. But then every time he heard like a boom from the volcano, he would cry.
I'm scared.
Yeah, what?
I'm gonna die, yo.
He's in a crevice.
I'm stuck in a crevice.
He said, I can't even, like, I've been stuck in this position for like 12 hours. Like, I'm afraid if I
Can't
move, I'm gonna fall.
move. My legs
He
go.
was trapped like this. Don't do it.
It's too risky. No.
My head's trapped underneath the bed.
So Monday morning, he thought he was gonna die. Then he heard a helicopter. And then he thought he saw Benson, like, through the steam, but the fog closed immediately. But they got him at 2:45 a.m. They threw down a net. He saw the net through the fucking fog, got on it, and got rescued.
Nice.
They threw a net.
Yeah,
They fished for him.
They could barely see this nigga. They really
They're
were.
like, I don't know where the lava
They
starts and
actually-
the net
yes,
ends,
they-
but we go try and
We
catch
gonna
him.
get him. We gonna try.
Seeing that, if you're just like, the net was just like whoosh into the lava, you're like, no.
No.
Cut the net.
Like they're pulling you into like a bit of lava and you're like, oh fuck.
I gotta climb.
Uncharted style, like,
Go up.
Like, wait, wasn't this net 20 feet when we started? Why is it only 7 feet?
It's just a hand on it. Like, ah, shit, Dave. All right, well,
Dave.
then he died. Or Benson
Dave.
died. Benson died. Dave. So, horrors of the world. 3 men, really 2 men trapped in a volcano. The headline really fucked it. With 3 men trapped in a volcano.
I mean, it was 3 of them. Just
Nah,
the one
the
guy
one that
3
rescued.
men crash landed in a
Yeah,
volcano.
rescued.
1 stayed behind and obviously got rescued because he was next to the thing that crashed. The other 2
Dipped.
were fucking each other in crevices or something.
They were like, yo. Well, no, the first nigga was like, peace. All right, I can't see you. I don't know where y'all went. But they crashed and they were like on different spots. So it just happened. He said,
Gotta travel to the crash spot.
also didn't say he looked for him, though. He just
I'm not.
dipped. He said, I can't see him.
Why would you look for him?
About, yo. I'm sorry.
I don't know these niggas.
If it's us, you gonna look before you
Yes.
see? See? I was gonna say that's different.
What do you mean? Am I gonna look for you? Yes.
You need to get yourself some better friends, yo. You need to get yourself a better cameraman.
One's gonna dip.
That's what I'm saying. You need to get some guys who'll be like,
Hey,
yo.
look, because then you come back with the drug. Like, we rescued you. You be like, nigga, I'm
You
so
got
happy.
him, nigga.
Take me to Chipotle.
Please give me some.
Yo.
Oh my God, Chipotle.
Chipotle is my line.
All right. Any last words?
Buy Bitcoin. It's really discounted.
Are you gonna kill me?
45% off. I know. That sounded really like cynical. I was about to be like, any final words?
Any last words? You gonna? All right.
Trying to get old, Bessie. My like, shoot me.
I'm
You
actually
ready to
1/4
die?
Arabic, so I need to recite the Islamic death chant right before death.
Wait, would you rather?
Hi.
Would you rather a guillotine, but like it's during a riot, so you're probably the 30th, 40th person to use it, and it hasn't been sharpened or cleaned, or
If it doesn't kill me, can I walk free? Or did you just load it again?
whack it,
No, you're gonna fucking.
or
It's gonna like It's gonna come like half off.
Like, what if I'm like, oh, my spinal cord severed, but now I'm just paralyzed. I'm in excruciating pain.
You ever seen 300? You ever seen 300?
No, I'm saying is in America, if they hang you,
they gonna throw you off the cliff like they did the
Nah,
babies.
he said guillotine.
That's what I'm saying. In America, if they hang you and the shit break, then you get to walk free.
That's not true. They rehang you.
No, they don't.
Bullshit. Bullshit, they rehang you. Really, you gonna hang me twice? Nigga, fuck no.
Actually, there is a precedent. A man got electrocuted, didn't die, and then they were about to re-electrocute him, and the state was like, "Hey, oh."
No, you can't. You
Sentenced him to one death penalty.
Yeah.
I think he had a trial, and he ended up being executed.
No, it probably was because he actually did it. And
No,
then,
no.
what ended up happening was
Hold
they
on,
were
we
like,
got time for this.
They were like, we can't let you go free.
they were like,
First,
free
hold on,
him.
first,
Why?
no.
What'd he do?
He was black,
yeah.
so you know the system fucked him because he was black. So
What did he do though?
we about to find out.
What happened? Like a lot of times, the system do fuck black people. If a nigga ain't if a nigga ain't die from being electrocuted, I don't.
Like, here's my thing: is they don't take death penalty like lightly.
No.
Like, death penalty is something that you really have to earn. Like, even if you kill a bunch of people as a terrorist, they don't
Okay,
give
so
you
wait.
the death penalty.
They should.
You can read articles about this place in the 40s, which was a time when
See?
racism was pervasive
See?
in some parts of the US.
1940s,
And despite
black
the
guy.
backwards attitudes of some people, there was
Some
a lot
parts
of
of the
support for
US.
young women,
Like, finish the quote, yo.
them to death. After the botched execution attempt, Francis wrote from his prison cell. A lot of people
So he
going
became
to
famous.
his prison cell, it was proven that he could not just write, but express himself in a deep and meaningful way. We're telling you this because this case was very controversial. The firing, though, it said that when he saw the two white police officers running his way, he just took off out of fright. That was a mistake, as
Sounds about
running
right.
made the police think that he was guilty of something. Later,
Nigga,
Francis was
what?
interviewed by cops at the police station. They said he seemed to
Stop!
find that he-
Stop! A fucking black man in the 1940s running from two white police officers.
That sounds about right.
Nigga, I don't look guilty. I look scared, motherfucker. I look scared.
stuttered a lot, but it turned out that Francis had stuttered his whole life. The cops didn't think that they had captured a drug dealer that they had been looking for, but guess what they found on Francis? They found Andrew Thomas's wallet and identification card.
Why?
That's what they said anyway. It
So
said
nigga,
that within
I think
3 to
someone who
5
he worked
minutes,
for
the
that was
police got
murdered.
a full confession for the murder of Thomas. They also managed to get a confession for an unrelated assault and robbery in another town.
They beat
The
the
facts
sucker.
cops
It's that
did
Central
this in a
Park
few
5
minutes,
shit.
and advice without Intel, Louisiana. Part 1, 2,
Louisiana.
And he had it signed the confession.
Something smelled funny, as did many others across concern. 500 volts of electricity flowed through him. Execution would only. At the trial, the Negro was uninterested and showed very little emotion. Unquote. Francis wrote that he was concerned that he might act like a crybaby on the day of his execution, but was relieved to hear that the actual execution would only tickle. On May 3rd, 1946, he had his head shaved and prepared to have 2,500 volts of
Would only
electricity
tickle.
flow through him. On his cell wall, it was discovered that he had written the words, "Of course I am not a killer." Police never did have a motive for the murder, nor any substantial evidence
Racism.
other than the confession of his
It was only
I
a
can't
tickle.
put any of
He
this
was
in
taken
though.
to Louisiana State
Yeah, the hardest
Penitentiary
copyright claim.
in Pensacola to be put in the chair, nicknamed Gruesome Gertie. The lever was pulled, and this is how Francis later described the feeling. "I couldn't stop the jumping. If that was tickling, it sure was a funny kind. I thought for a minute I was going to knock the chair over. Then I was all right. I thought I was dead." Other reports state that he shouted, "Take it off, take it off," as the executioners tried to give him a second round of shocks. It's said that after the failed attempt, he wasn't even injured, but he said he felt kind of dizzy. Some people said this was a miracle and a righteous one, as they didn't believe that he was guilty nor had had a fair trial.
They said God
Louisiana
said to
Governor
stop.
James Davis then said in 6 days they would send him to the chair again. That didn't happen, and much of America got behind the young man. He once wrote, "I felt just like a movie star. I didn't have any speckles. An execution was cruel and unusual punishment." Prosecution lawyers also heard that the state was petitioned, with executioner cursed Francis and told him he would be back to finish electrocuting him. And if the electricity did not, that meant no one was at fault, and there should be another execution. We might also note that we also heard that the botch was just an accident, and such accidents happen for which no man is to blame. That meant no one was at fault, and there should be another execution. We might also note that later the state was petitioned, with lawyers stating this about the botched execution. The scene was a disgraceful and inhuman exhibition. That as soon as the switch controlling the current was taken off, the drunken executioner cursed Francis and told him he would be back to finish electrocuting him. And if the electricity did not kill him, he would kill him with a rock. The drunken men in charge that night were accused of being sadistic, not giving Francis the full shot because they wanted to torture him. He was then returned to the chair on May 9th, 1947, and this time he didn't survive. He was just 18 years old. If anything positive came out of all of this, it's the fact that the justice system was exposed for not supporting Francis in the first place. This poor
It ain't changed shit.
may not have killed it.
No, that didn't change shit. Yeah, so he survived, but they were like, nigga, the judge order was like, nigga, you gotta die again. It was literally, it was no one's fault. My bad.
It was
You
their
still have to
fault.
die.
It was their
It
fault.
was their fault. All right, yeah. So,
Horrors of the world.
yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's the horrors of the world.
that's just a sad horror. All right, so buy Bitcoin.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram. You guys want your Instagram shit here?
Holy shit, how the fuck did we get to that from that?
I don't know. I can cut it though. I know exactly how because I remember I said I can't hit place. I couldn't start it from wherever I started it, so I'll know when I record it. I'm gonna edit.
Fucking crazy.
I'm gonna edit this tomorrow because I got work in the
Can you
morning.
pass me my bag, please?
Yes, but I've been Cliff. I gotta look around.
Yes, I'm X.
I'm Brian.
And this has been Higher Education's podcast. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you.
All 5 of you.
All right, which one of you is sick?
You.
Sniffly ass
Trying to figure
motherfucker.
out from
You. You started this.
who. I wasn't sick till we smoked.
Okay,
So.